Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little review for Marvel's Superior Spider-Man, issue number 4. Written by Dan Slott, with art by Ryan Stegman, Giuseppe Camuncoli, Edgar Delgado, and lettered by Chris Iliopoulos. Just a fair warning to the intrepid listener, this review contains spoilers, among them a pretty big reveal toward the end of the book. If you wish to avoid being spoiled, I suggest you click off the video now, otherwise, onward we go. Issue number 4 sees Otto Octavius at the top of his game as Superior Spider-Man. He's got thousands of his spider bots roving over and watching every aspect of the city he's meant to protect. He's got criminals willfully giving themselves up when he arrives on the scene for fear of being beaten within an inch of their lives, as he's done previously with Boomerang and the Vulture. That is, when he isn't dropping back into college by day to attain a doctorate he feels he's worthy of. And he's secure enough in himself to walk away from patrolling the nighttime cityscape so as to follow up with Pete's beloved Aunt May's physical therapy. This becoming just a little bit awkward when she gives him a peck on the cheek, not to mention her appearing to be something a bit closer to the term gilf than I might have expected. Not immediately what I usually would think of with Aunt May, maybe that's just me, and maybe we're seeing her more as Otto does, I don't know. But not to be outdone by the limitations of the body, however, Otto invents a neuro-interfacing exolimb that he intends to set May up with to allow her to walk again. Never mind the potential horrors of having to graft the device to both her brain and her spine. No harm to be expected there, I'm sure. But these aren't the only horrors unfolding in this issue. As it turns out, a criminal Peter's Spidey once had a run-in with, Marcus Lyman, aka the man known as Massacre, has escaped incarceration, and though he had at one time promised never to kill, the reason the former web-slinger protected the man so he'd be brought in alive, Massacre is now living up to his ominous nom de plume, leaving Otto, to Pete's spiritual dismay, proclaiming he will find and end Massacre once and for all. And as if that wasn't enough, two of the Vulture's escaped child henchmen, whilst flying about the city and discussing their likely imminent capture, stumble upon the next face that plans to take on the Superior Spidey, the Green Goblin, in what was an exciting last-page reveal as far as I'm concerned. Slott's writing here is as ever pitch perfect, the tone of the book picking up with the somewhat discomforting superiority Octavius displayed in the previous issue as he took down the Vulture, and the tension steadily mounts all throughout this book, leading up to that final gasping reveal of the Goblin. Questions linger, and as such, a fair amount of interest does as well. Exactly what I want from a comic. The art comes across as a bit less cartoonish than what we've seen previously in this book so far, and this is well served as it complements the overall direction the story has taken. Spidey, even if it isn't really Spider-Man, looks almost regal in the opening page, and even toward the end when he's confronted with Massacre's escape. The only gripe I have, and it's a mild one, is that the cover image misrepresents what actually occurs in the issue. At no time do we see Spider-Man confront Massacre. But otherwise, it's a great-looking piece from page to page to go along with a story that I still maintain is intriguing and entertaining. And so that's pretty much all I have to say on this one. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of the issue if you've read it, what you think of Superior Spider-Man overall so far, and otherwise that'll be it for me, so I'll catch you later. Peace.